Okay, let's see how this goes. Dear God, or Spirit, Great Spirit, holy people, I guess I don't know where to start. Well, my name is Sandra Starr, and I am from New Mexico, and I am Native American, and I'm having a lot of troubles, you see. I'm having tons and tons of trouble. I feel like there's a lot of things that I don't really understand about myself or where I come from. And living in a place like this, you would think a person like me, living in New Mexico, would know where they came from, but I really don't. So, is this working? I don't know if this is working. Shoot. Help me. I need some answers. How does this work?
Sandra Starr,
Mom!
what are you doing out here?
Oh, well, I'm just out here. Well, I was trying to pray. Yeah, I was trying to pray.
Why are you searching for answers at this point? I thought that, you joined the church and that you felt content.
Mom, it's not like I don't feel content. It's just that I don't feel like it's working. Yeah, I don't feel like it's working.
You don't believe the doctrine? It's
Well,
not about believing, honey. It's just the morals and values that you don't have to believe literally.
but no, that's not what we're told. You're supposed to believe wholeheartedly in it. You're supposed to give it your breath. It's supposed to be the means to salvation. It's supposed to save. You're supposed to believe it for it to work. And it's even you don't know if it works. So I'm having a hard time believing it works. Like I go and I don't feel anything. And that's why I'm out here tonight, because I was talking to Joe yesterday, and he was saying how happy he is and how he feels so spiritually connected, and I don't even know what that means.
So are you saying that you're trying to search in traditional means? Like
Well,
our Navajo, traditional Navajo?
well, I kind of don't know right now. I just know that I am trying to find something. And I'm going to try everything. Believe me, I'm going to try everything until I figure it out.
Because that is a very disciplined, difficult lifestyle to lead. Who would we don't have any family members that actually are truly traditional Navajo practitioners.
I know, all the old people are gone.
Your grandfather participated in ceremonies as a young man. Had a uncle who was a medicine man, traditional medicine man, but he's also Mormon, and he feels that all that is expected ethically and morally expected of a Navajo person is what the Mormon church could bring to someone, that it brings you up to the same path in the same way.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just telling you, for me, it's just, I'm coming at a dead end. And I don't really know what to do, because it's like I'm trying to figure out things. I'm trying to really develop a relationship with a spiritual outlet. I don't have a connection. I'm not looking for something I can do on the surface so I can just pray to make myself feel better. to unleash emotion. I'm looking for some direct and tangible connection to something.
Well, didn't you feel that when the Mormon missionaries
No,
day when
I did,
them
but
walking
it didn't last.
invited them into our
And
home?
it felt like assimilation in a way. Not then, but it does now.
At the time you brought me back into the church, I already knew because I grew up this way, and you asked me to come back. I told you what was going to happen.
I guess I've always been spiritually confused. But I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it out, Mom. So that's why I'm here, trying to be connected. So I'm just gonna start trying things out. We'll see how it goes. It feels like I am stuck in a place that I am very unsure of. It is as if everything that I've ever known has been a lie, but yet I am unable to really understand the truth. It's like I look at old pictures of my grandparents, and I really do my best to understand what they're saying to me, what these pictures are trying to say. And yet at the end of the day, I'm more confused. My conversation with my mom, it didn't go like I planned. And it's like I have all of these native things. I have all of these things. I have jewelry. I brought all this out so I could figure out who I was, right? I have a Pendleton pillow. But it's like all of these things, they don't bring me any step closer to physically feeling anything. I don't know what to do. I'm at a loss. It's like I feel like people say, "Oh yeah, you're young, right? I'm so young. I'm so young. I have my whole life to figure all this out." You have your whole life to figure this out, Taisha. Just try to figure it out. You have your whole life. Well, no, I don't. I don't have much of anything anymore. What have I become? What have we become? I'm standing here, an empty body, filled with only a fragment of a spirit. I'm sitting here, an empty vessel, waiting for something to ignite it, to set sail. I am standing here as a piece of bad history, the product of a survivor, the product of many survivors. I am standing here, and I do not know where to go next. Well, hello, this is Sandra Star, and this is my video blog. Well, I'm sitting here on my lovely star quilt, and I'm trying to think of all the wonderful ways that makes me Indian. And I really couldn't think of many. Well, actually, I could kind of think of a lot. You know? For instance, I laugh at Indian jokes. I go to many and many Indian comedy shows. And when Chiefs of Comedy were on Showtime, it was funny. It was so unbelievably funny. I know how to play the flute. You want to hear? I could show you. Watch, let me show you. Sure, it's like a work in progress, but look, I'm showing pride. I don't know what I'm showing. What am I showing? What am I showing? Who am I? These are the questions that I ask myself every day. It's like I'm being pulled in all different types of ways, in all different types of directions. And they say it's so easy. People say it's easy. I was talking to an older guy yesterday. And this is how it all happened. I was walking the streets in my hometown here in New Mexico, just casually walking, right? And this old man comes up to me and he says, "Do you believe in yourself?" And I was shocked and I said, Of course I believe in myself. Are you kidding me? Of course I believe in myself. And he looked at me, he says, "You don't walk like you do." And that really had me stunned. I don't walk like I do. And I said, "Yeah, what do you believe in?" "What do you mean, sir?" "What do you believe in?" "What do you mean, sir?" "I mean, what do you believe in?" Because quite frankly, little girl, it seems like you're lost. But I'm not lost. I know who I am. I'm Sandra Starr. I'm in college. I get good grades. I was popular in high school. I had lots of friends. I still have lots of friends. I have a good dad, a supportive mother. What else is there to know about myself? And I couldn't help it. I just walked away. And then he ended up yelling at me and he said, "Miss Starr." "Yes?" And he didn't say anything. And then when I continued to walk away, he said, "Listen. Listen. The answers are before you. The answers are before you." And as I was driving home, I thought about what he said. And in the back of my mind, I could hear my own voice telling me that I understood. That the answers were before me. And that they matched the same answers that my ancestors once sought. And so look, now here I am trying to go on a spiritual quest. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Hello, my name is Taisha Mitchell, and I am 19 years old. I am from Gallup, New Mexico, and I am a beginning sophomore at Arizona State University. And I'm currently enrolled in the American Indian Studies 394 class in American Indians and Film, which is exactly why I created my short little movie. Well, I'll take this time to talk about what I filmed. And let's start with the first question. How? I filmed this video with my MacBook. This is my very first time ever using this iMovie application, and it's probably pretty obvious throughout the movie. I know I'm really good with all the effects and everything, but yeah. So I decided to just make a movie because I know a lot of my friends are really good at making movies, and my roommate at ASU was obsessed with making music videos, which she would cast me in, and I'd watch her editing and stuff. And so I was like, oh, I think I can do that. It was a lot harder than I expected, but having done this little project, I feel like I want to do this some more to get a little better at it and see where I go with it. And I filmed this movie because not only was it a requirement for my class, but I did feel like it was really important to address the kind of the current state people like myself, like the American Indian youth, are in. And fortunately enough for myself, I really, my dad is very wise, and he has really taken the time out to really learn about our traditional Navajo ways. He's gone out to his homeland of Denahozo in Arizona and talked with his Aunt Rosie, who is very traditional and is very knowing in the Navajo traditionalism department. So he went out there to go and talk to her and to really speak. He's done ceremonies, he's gotten to visit medicine men and stuff. But myself personally, I have not. And for my own story, finding spiritualism was definitely a lifelong undertaking. See, my mother is or was an atheist throughout my life growing up. As a child, we never practiced any form of religion at all. My mother was raised in the Mormon church, which is kind of where I got the inspiration for this film, because she was raised in the Mormon church, but yet she somewhat went inactive after a while. And when I was about 14 years old, after befriending a really radically religious girl in 9th grade, I myself felt like I needed to find some sort of religion, because she would come to school every day talking about how spiritually enriched she felt and how her church was making her feel this way, and she felt so connected to a deeper meaning about life and everything, that our lives had a meaning and that we were all a part of such a divine purpose. And so with that, my brother and I were having a late night conversation one night, talking about like afterlife and things, and how we said that we were afraid that we wouldn't go anywhere, that we wouldn't. So anyways, that's where it stemmed from the spiritual disconnect and confusion that a lot of us natives tend to feel sometimes. I myself went through that, and I'm currently going through that on trying to balance traditionalism with something else. And where I filmed this here in good old Gallup, Mexico, at my home residence in good old Indian Hills. Yep, and I think I'm probably one of the few Indians in my hills, which is kind of funny. But yeah, so there you go. Really had a good time in this class, and I really did learn a lot, and I'm coming out of it in a deeper. These classes really taught me to really look deeper into films. Like, you're just so happy to see other natives in film, rather than really dissecting it and saying, hey, that's kind of not right, it's kind of inaccurate. So this class really taught me how to really dive into material, and to see things from a much stronger lens, and I'm really thankful for it. Thanks.